Hi guys, this is Hw8. I'm doing homework 8, question number 1. We are given that x is uniform from -2 to 2, so we have this small f of x with area equal to 1 and height equals to 1/4. And then we have the corresponding big F of x, which is 1/4 x plus 1/2. Because we have to make x equal to 1 and x equal to 2, so the slope we know from here, 1/4 times x plus 1/2. So when x is 2, this is 1. And we're also given g of x equal to this, and then this is the corresponding graph for g of x, and then we get two impulses here at y equals to 1 and y equals to -1. So when y equals to 1, we have this impulse when x is -1. So the big F of x at -1 times the impulse function of y minus 1, and we get f x of -1 from this graph here, and then we get this equal to 1/4. So this small fy of y equal to 1/4 times the impulse function of y minus 1. And then for y equals to -1, we have 1 minus fx of 1 times the impulse function of y plus 1. So also we get the big F x of 1 equal to 3/4 from this graph. And 1 minus 3/4 equals to 1/4. So this fy of y equals to 1/4 times the impulse function of y plus 1. So now we consider the region for y when y is from 1 to 2, which is for when x is from -1 to 0. -1 to 0, we have this g of x here. The g prime of x is -1, and the absolute value of g prime of x is just 1. So the fy of y for y is from 1 to 2 is just f of x, which is 1/4. And then for this region from -1 to 1 for y, and this x is from 0 to 1, we get g prime of x is 2. The absolute value of g prime of x is 2. So this is 1/4 over 2. We get 1/8. And we wrote this out for y equals -1, and when y equals to 1, we have two impulses here. The length doesn't matter, it's just but we have to know that the area is equal to 1/4. And then this is 1/8, and this is 1/4. Right? And then we get the big F of y graph from this graph. We know that this will be a slope in this graph, and this will be another slope in this graph, and these two impulses will be the jumps. So we get the first jump here, and then the slope of 1/8, another jump here, and then the slope of 1/4. Finally it reaches at 1. So we roll this out from when y is less than -1, 0. When y is between -1 to 1, it's 1/8 of y plus 3/8. And then from 1 to 2, it's 1/4 of y times 1/2. And when y is larger than 2, it's just 1. But how did I get these numbers? When y equals to 2, this graph should add the big F y should be 1, right? Then so this graph, this should be also equal to 1 when y equal to 2. So if I don't show you this 1/2 here, when we plug in y equal to 2, this 1/4 of y is just 1/2. So we have to add another half to this and make it become 1. Same thing here, and I get 3/8. So for the part C, right? The expected value of y is just this shaded region here, the upper part minus the lower part. So the area is 1/2 times 1/4 times 1 plus 1/2 times 1/2 plus 5/8 and minus 1/2 times 1/4 plus 3/8. The final answer for the expected value of y is 3/8.